I am absolutely thrilled to say I'm back here at Queen's Pier in Ramsey. This is phase 1, which is now ready to rumble. I mean, Stuart, congratulations.
Thank you very much. On behalf of everybody who's really had a go, the volunteers, the fundraisers, the supporters, this is actually seeing something finished, which is marvellous.
The lessons have been learned and everything ready now, but you can't move on yet?
Well, we've got to have the lease extended because obviously we only have the lease in place for phase 1, which is the pilot project, and now that's been done successfully, it is signed off, and we're hoping to be able to move to our opening in July.
Let's talk about that, because you bring the big guns out, see?
Yes, I'm very pleased to say the Governor has kindly agreed to do it. He's of course due to leave very shortly, so maybe one of his final acts that he will be performing.
It falls on a very special day.
Indeed it does. It's July the 22nd, and that's the 135th anniversary of the opening.
Wow. Who'd have thought that?
Yeah.
And the condition is beautiful. I mean, I remember this as a child, but it was pretty run down. This is probably the best it's been in over 100 years.
More than likely. And of course, the Eki boards, which you got on the top, they're probably going to last even longer than the OPP that was there before.
Now, also, I think we talked about this in the past. You've learned a lot of lessons, no doubt, in this phase. So, I mean, I'm sure you're dying to get going, aren't you?
Yes, and I think the main lesson that we learned is that whatever it said on the original drawings, which we have, is that what has been put in place is not what it's on the drawings. I'm afraid that they may have amended them and not published the actual amended drawings, but there are quite significant differences in places, but we now know exactly how it was done, and we can replicate that with much greater ease than in the first phase.
Well, we also about funding. How are you doing?
Well, the funding for the next phase, of course, we need about 250 grand for 5 bays. We estimated it's roughly 50 grand a bay for steel and infrastructure, scaffolding, insurance and so on, and the planks themselves will also be sold as we did for phase 1, so it's 50 grand per bay plus the cost of the planks.
And those planks go really quickly. Just get everyone ready for that.
Yes, they go quickly, but please be assured there are sufficient for everybody to go round.
Oh, good.
Nobody will lose out. I can assure you of that.
Just creating a bit of hype there. Okay.
It's not only the hype. We had another person in here this morning saying, "I need a plank. I really have to have a plank." Well, yes. I'm sure we can satisfy that when we get extension.
Now, since I was last here, we've got this item on the railway lines. Can you tell us, is this original? Or
yes, this is original. This is the luggage trolley, which was refurbished by Men in Sheds, Ramsey, I'm very pleased to say. And we've just rebushed the wheels because it was a little bit wonky. And it's on the new railway lines that we've put in place. And it's very useful to us because as we strip off the next set of planks and beams and so on, we can use the trolley to pull them down to the compound.
And I think last time we were looking at the lighting, not quite on there, but they're wired now, are they, the lighting?
They're wired, but obviously they're not live yet. No. We're awaiting a junction box which goes in the end of Bay 3, and that extends the power from the building out to Bay 3, and then it will come back to the lights.
That's going to look so beautiful because you're going with LEDs. I'm taking it so you can colour change, can you?
Yeah, it's going to be the same lighting as is on the end of the viaduct on the swing bridge. They have stood the test of time. They've been up 6 years and not given any problems, and so we're going to use those.
This would be quite a landmark.
Yeah, it is a landmark.
It is in daytime, but I've been thinking at night when it's all lit up, it'd be beautiful.
Well, yes, I mean, it'll be an LED situation. We haven't quite decided how it's going to operate, but I'm sure we'll get there.
That's a bit further down the road.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I'm jumping ahead way too far. Before we finish, besides obviously people going to websites and maybe donating and doing everything else, is there anything you normally need? Because this is a chance, you say, oh, I've been looking for X or Y. Is there anything out there you need from somebody?
Oh, well, of course, there's as a mariner, you expect me to say the obvious, which is that as you go further out, you need a mechanism to be able to lift the steel into place. Now, there are various ways this can be done, but by far the best way is to use a jackup rig. And a jackup rig, unfortunately, costs quite a lot of money, even second-hand. Yeah. But if we had that, it could be done for the whole of the pier. And, of course, it could be used elsewhere on the island. I mean, it's not just for this pier. It could be used other ways.
Right, let's find you a jackup.
A jackup rig.
Jackup rig.
Yes.
Anybody interested in getting in touch, do so. You'll be delighted.
I'd be more than delighted to speak to them.
Right, well, here we go. Getting ready. This time we'll come back in July, isn't it?
Yeah, July 22nd.
Yep.
And I think you'll enjoy the opening.
Can't wait. And again, congratulations to all your team.
Thank you very much indeed.